Hello again. I do like doing these these podcasts more often now because I just literally hit record and start saying what's on my mind. And today, it's another big one, another whopper that completely changes people's lives, saves people's lives, and allows them to overcome anything. No matter what you're going through, there's one little emotion that can save the day. And yeah, it's gratitude. You know, I talk about it a lot, but let's just use the word appreciation. I spend most days at least 5 minutes just going through all the things from the organs to the people in my life to the chance I've got to this one chance at life. Just reminding myself, pressing the mental reset of, look, Enz, you've got it so good. Your heart is beating right now, which means there's always a way to turn it around. Or just when you're starting to go down the road of depression, or you're feeling down or sorry for yourself, appreciation and gratitude pulls you out of it. It is like a mental reset. And just a few tips, literally I just want to say today how to do this, because it's easy for us to say, oh yeah, the attitude of gratitude, and then it's all fake. But you've got to do it legitimately. You've got to say it in a way that you believe it. You've got to see it. You've got to feel it. And there's things that will come into your life that will seem like a challenge, and it will hit you a bit like now, right? COVID. We're in COVID right now, and it's so easy for us, especially if you're on furlough, it's ending soon, and you don't know if you're going to be made redundant. You don't know if you're going to be completely out on your ear, and you've got your mortgage to pay, you've got your kids to pay for, everything, and you don't know if you've got a job next month. That's scary. Everything's hinging on things or people are going to take decisions that are out of your control in the situation we're in. How easy is it now for you to live in fear? To be scared, to be paralyzed, not knowing what to do. You're not allowed to work because you're on furlough, or even the company's going down, you own the company. And if you're a director, which is what I understand now, I've felt this. If you're a director, you don't get any kind of grant. If you're self-employed, you do. If you're employed, but if you're a director, you don't, and that's all your wages. So you're literally just in limbo. There's lots of situations now. Customers have disappeared, so it's easy to get scared. I get it. I'm living it. But to keep your head above water, if you're to use gratitude and appreciation to save the day, it's just ask yourself now, and ask this about every single thing that comes in that's not exactly what you like in life. But what could I appreciate about this moment? What could I appreciate about this news? What could I appreciate about this challenge that's just been that I've just been thrown basically out of my control? And you start to ask a question like that and come up with valid answers, because the better you ask questions to the brain, the better the answers that come from it, right? If you ask stupid questions like, why am I always failing? Then it's basically going to throw you an answer like, because you're a loser. But if you ask it better questions like, what could I appreciate and take from and be grateful for from COVID? And straight away, you start to get answers like, well, it's making me look at my money situation and I'm getting better at it. Another thing I could be grateful for is that it's making me take stock. I'm starting to now redesign my company so it's more efficient. It's making me step up. It's making me take on a fight that I've always wanted to take on. And I've always thought I need to be a fighter. I need something to fight for. Well, this is that moment. This is the moment I've been waiting for. And this is the moment that's if I can just make it through this, if I can come up with the answers of how to earn the extra money or how to get through this, how to change things, my life is going to be better when all this COVID goes. And I'm going to be so grateful for why we're in this moment now. And it's getting your mind basically to that area to in the future when you will look back and say, you know what, I'm so lucky that COVID happened, because it made me shape up. It made me take action more. It made me be the person in control. And now I can see the fruits from it. It's putting your mind in the future, but now. And we do this so often, right? Things that happen to us seem so devastating. But then a few years later, we're so grateful for that moment. When it's bringing that closer. How can I have that perspective and the gratefulness now for what's going on? Instead of waiting 2 years. Instead of dwelling on it and feeling sorry for myself and woe is me. This is all about you being in control. And grateful isn't just to make you feel better. It's also a tool for making you act in a certain way that allows you to get the answers to get out of this situation. And it can be done with anything. If you've I mean, broken my leg right now, my ankle. And it's like, okay, if I wanted to be grateful for this, what could I think about this situation that I appreciate? Well, it's allowing me to spend more time with my wife, which I don't spend enough time with because I'm always working away. It's allowing me now to catch up on the side of business that I've been ignoring, my business. It's allowing me to redesign it to make it more e-coaching so I can coach people remotely. So it's helping me design things. So that's going to help me in the future. Okay, it means I'm losing money, I can't go out and work like I normally do. But now I'm redesigning things and I'm getting clarity. It's allowing me to step back and see things from a different angle. So all of a sudden, this breakage, or if you've got an illness or something's been bestowed upon you like that, it can be helpful and allow you to say straight away, thank God it's happening. It's horrible at the minute, but you know what? I know this is going to play out. And even if you've just left a relationship, say someone's cheated on you, is the worst person in the world, they treated you bad, they abused you, whatever they've done. It's horrible. Damn them for doing it. But that can make you so much stronger because now you know what to look for in a person. If you see the same kind of traits in the next person, you can also go and find someone that deserves you, someone that will give you love and not waste time with that person anymore. It literally sucking the life out of you and wasting your life. It's finished. It's ended. And thank God it's ended because now you can go and find someone who you can create magic with. You're allowed to. You're on the market again. And the quicker you can get there after a relationship, the better. Because getting over a relationship, that's one of the toughest things known to man, really, because it really hurts every part of our soul. And we can lose a family through it because we're in love with our family as well. There's all sorts of things. If you want to dwell on them and feel bad about it, remind yourself, damn, I know why we split up. And I know now what I can appreciate about it all. And how it's going to allow me to go and get something I really deserve. So there's all these things, all these kind of challenges we face, but it's up to us how we change a perspective. And the best way of doing that, I believe, one of the best ways, is to say, what do I appreciate about this? If I wanted to be, if I wanted to take something good from this situation, what would it be? And spend more time asking questions like that. Let the brain become resourceful in these times. This is what really leaders do. A challenge comes their way and it's up to them to stay resourceful and sort it out, to be creative, to laterally think about how they can change the situation or overcome it. That's all you're doing. You've been dealt with something. Now what are you going to do about it? And the best thing to do is to start to say, what are you grateful for? Because the mind will become so much more resourceful. And then you can move on with an action plan and say, this is how I'm going to turn it around. Now, if you're listening to this is, yet another technique from sport. But if you listen to this, I know you're the kind of person that wants more from yourself and from life. Just use this little technique. Let me know how it goes, and I'll speak to you next time.